Okay, Marigots.
Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Perth East Council, the 16th of November. I'd like to call the meeting to order. If everyone could please bow their heads for a moment of reflection. Thank you. We need confirmation of the agenda. Is there anyone who wish to add to our agenda tonight? If not, I need a motion to accept the agenda as circulated. Moved by Amanda, second by Jeremy. All in favor? Carried. Okay, if you have pecuniary interest, you can declare it now or as the meeting goes along. We have 14 items on our consent agenda. Is there any item that anyone would like to have pulled or any questions on any of them? Daryl?
519.
519, okay. Hugh? Nope. Andrew?
517 and 518, please.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, okay, then we'll accept 5.1.11 to 6, and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for information, first of all, okay? So a motion to accept them, moved by Jerry, second by Jeremy. All in favor? Carried. Okay, Daryl, you asked for 5.1.9 to be pulled. Would you like to speak to that?
I'll just be quick. Yeah, so it sounds like I totally get what they're saying there. I'm just curious here as well, if we could maybe direct this to staff to maybe send to the G2G committee or association and other trail networks, and they could maybe build into their media releases about how to park on side roads and stuff. That'd be really nice, you know, not the double wide, triple parking, you know. So if we could add that in there, Sarah's asking there for some, you know, something about swamp. I'm not sure, you know, there is a few roads through the swamp there. It's something I don't know staff would like to comment on, maybe public works, but I'm just going to put the comment out there that we should maybe forward just a little verbal to their committee about, you know, build it into their media releases and their social media to be double parking on rural country roads. Thanks.
Okay, it did go to the G2G Trail Committee.
Yeah, just to let them know to maybe do a media release if staff could do that.
I'm not sure we can give them direction. We could ask them maybe if they would.
Yeah, just recommendation. Yeah, it's just a thought. I mean, I don't need a report back from staff or anything, but just a it's.
Okay, so you want to ask the G2G Trail to look into parking?
Yeah, consider a media release and not double parking and such in regards to this letter.
Okay, so ask the G2G Trail to consider a media release in regards to parking for the trail.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's moved by Daryl. Do we have a seconder? Hugh? Any comments or questions? Hugh?
No, I will second it, but the only thing is, though, then we still have the Yellow Swamp, and I know people have talked to me about that, about the parking there, so I'm not quite sure if we send something to Upper Thams that they could put on their website too, about using that trail. I just don't know any other group that we could send to for the swamp.
Okay, so do you want to add that, Daryl, that the concerns be sent to the Upper Thames Conservation Area as well?
Yeah, absolutely. The concern I have with signage is farm equipment, like heads on combines or duals, you know, it gets in the way a little bit. That's one of the issues on these narrow back swamp roads today. So yeah, that'd be great. Send it to the conservation as well.
Okay, so we're going to ask the G2G to consider a media release in regards to parking for the trail and also send the concerns to the Upper Thames Conservation Area about parking. Is that good with both of you? Okay.
Mhm.
Is there any more questions or concerns? All in favor? Carried. Okay, then we had 5.1.7. Andrew, I believe you asked for that one to be pulled.
Yes, thank you. Just a couple nutter shattering questions. I'm just reading through the report. I saw some of the, I'm not sure if it's just the font or the colors that were used. You know, there's pages like P45 where the text is great, but the charts are almost unreadable. And then I also noticed that some of the, I was kind of wondering in that aspect, is there some way to see this online? This seems like a bit of a summary as I'm reading data as of March 29th and 30th. So I'm just wondering, is there something, where do we find the more recent stuff that's pertaining to just our area? Is it available? You know what I mean? It's just it's a well done report. It's a lot I see. And then there's another page that's P49, which is great, right? So I'm just wondering, is this information available somewhere else where we can look at it if we're having reading problems with it? Or I don't know if anybody knows that question. If not, it's not a big deal, but.
They do send out reports quite often. Do none of you get any of those reports? Like I get them. Do the council members not get them? No? Okay, well, maybe we could see about Jerry.
The health unit updates their website every day.
Yeah.
With the numbers. I see that, but I don't get it directly sent to me, but I know they update it every day.
Okay, so yeah, then people can go on their website and find out the numbers through there. Okay, so is there anything else you want from this report then, Andrew? Just receive it for information? Okay, so do you want to move that? So moved by Andrew, second by Amanda. Carried. Okay, and then the other one, Andrew, you wanted to pull was 5.1.8.
Yeah, I'm just curious if county, it seems to be addressed to county. I'm glad it's coming to us too, but has you guys seen this one yet or not till later this week?
We have county council on Thursday, and I believe it's in our agenda package.
Okay, so you haven't seen it yet, so I can't ask questions. All
I
right.
don't think so. Have we, Hugh and Daryl? I don't think we've seen it at
I don't
county.
think so.
It says November 2nd is why I'm asking.
Okay, so you want to receive it for information then?
Sure.
Okay, you want to move that? Seconder? Jerry? All in favor? Carried. Okay. Okay, then we're going to move to our delegations, and we have Bill Dietrich with us tonight to talk about the Myers Municipal Drain. And welcome, Bill, and the floor is yours.
Thanks, Mayor Eckert. I'd like to take this opportunity just to review a drainage report that we've prepared on the Myers Municipal Drain. The report is dated October the 18th of this year. And the purpose of this meeting this evening is to review the work that's being proposed under this report. And so I'm going to briefly go through the scope of work and also give council a little bit of background information on this drainage system. The our appointment, I should say, Dietrich Engineering Limited was appointed under Section 78 of the Drainage Act to investigate the need for some repairs and improvements to the existing Myers drain. The existing drainage system was originally constructed under a drainage report prepared by E.H. Uderstadt Incorporated, and that was dated back in April the 30th of 1973. Under that report, there was approximately 6,700 feet of 10-inch to 18-inch tile installed, and there were 680 feet of open ditch constructed to provide an outlet for that tile system. After reviewing the background information, we held an on-site meeting. The landowners in the drainage basin were invited to that meeting. And then after the project was, we come up with a design to bring up the drainage system up to today's standards. And we held an information meeting with the landowners on site, and that was held back on October the 14th to review the plans and cost estimates for this project. So this drainage system that's being proposed here consists of 2,021, a little over two kilometers of 350 millimeter tile at the upper end and 750 millimeter tile at the outlet. This drainage system outlets into an open ditch on the Yonsei property in lot 19 of concession 4. And the upper end of the drainage system is on the southerly side of the Township Road on line 29, adjacent to lot 22 of concession 5. It also includes 2 road crossings that will be installed, one under Perth Road 107 and also one at the upper end of the drain on line 29. Catch basins will be installed on both sides of the drainage system in the road allowances. The area that's being served by this project encompasses approximately 140 hectares of land, and the drainage basin is outlined on the plan. The existing system, the tile system, is colored in yellow, and the open portion is in orange. We've calculated and did an estimate of what this project will cost, and this includes the allowances that will be provided to the landowners for right-of-way and damages to lands and crops, as well as construction costs, administration costs. We've estimated this project to cost $446,900. A breakdown of those costs and the assessment of those costs are on page 13 in the drainage report. That's a very quick outline of what's being proposed here. And if there's any questions from council just regarding the work that's being planned here, I'll be pleased to answer those. Or if there's any landowners present that have any concerns or questions, that is the purpose of the meeting tonight.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Any questions for Bill on this drain? Nope, no questions. You got off easy, Bill.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, we do have a motion that the Council of Township of Perth East receive the presentation from Bill Dietrich, Drainage Engineer, Dietrich Engineering Limited, Myers Municipal Drain, parts of lot 20 to 22, concession 3, parts of lot 19 to 23, concession 4, and parts of lot 22 and 23, concession 5, Southeast Hope Ward, Township of Perth East, Perth County for information, and that the quarter revision for the Myers Municipal Drain 2021 be held on December 21 at 6:30 p.m. Do we have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Amanda, second by Carol. Any more comments or questions? Daryl?
Just got to make this comment. I really admire these reports. They're so important to our community. They really are. And us as council and staff, it's a lot of work. He has a pile of municipal drains, and it's such an important part of a functioning farming community. And Bill's work, it's always great, and other few we've had, and I just have to say that. Thank you. It's so important. Thank you.
Thanks, Daryl.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
Okay, any more comments, questions? All in favor? Carried. Thanks, Bill. Great to see you. You're welcome to stay, but I'm sure you have pressing matters.
I got other things I could be doing. Thanks again. Yeah.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank-
Yeah.
Have a good council meeting. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks. Bye. Okay, we have no public meetings. We do have a public hearing. Council will now temporarily adjourn to sit as Committee of Adjustment pursuant to Section 45 of the Planning Act. The committee will consider an application affecting property currently owned by Julie Marie Horst and described as part of Lot 16, Concession 7, Northeast Hope Ward, 4712 Road 106. The virtual public hearing was held on September 9, 2021. I will now call on Township Planner Adam to present the planning report and recommendations. Adam, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Your Worship, members of council committee, good evening. And I will share screen and walk council committee through the application. So just by way of background, this application originally was circulated for the September 9th Committee of Adjustment hearing. And just before the meeting, we received comments from the Grand River Conservation Authority. They had some concerns about the location of this building being in a floodplain, which I will touch on later in the presentation. So the staff recommendation was to defer at that time until the applicant could resolve the concerns of the Conservation Authority. So fast forward to November 3rd, we did get confirmation from Grand River that they had no objection to this application for the drive shed in its location. And they in fact issued a permit for the proposed structure. So the application is a minor variance to reduce the rear yard setback from the required 30 meters to 7.5 meters, which is a variance of 22.5 meters or 74 feet. And I will just bring up an air photo here. So the subject property is on Road 106, and it's about 2 kilometers east of Amerley. And the property is a 20-acre agricultural parcel. The central municipal drain is up here at the north part of the lot. There's a bit of a wood lot here on the other side. Property's cash cropped, and at the south end of the property, we've got the house, and there is now a 1.5-story garage here. The proposed drive shed would go in the corner here, basically on the edge of cultivation. There's some material stored back here. And the Horsts indicate that they'd like to put the garage in this corner because the bylaw would require that the garage goes in the middle of the lawn. And Mr. Horst said it would just be a bit of a pain to have to mow around it. It would be more convenient in this back corner. Some of the things that we looked at as staff is the neighboring properties to the south are about 500 feet. They're just out of the photo here. They're about 550 feet to the south. And obviously we've got several thousand feet of bush in behind. So the staff recommendation is to approve the application. The reduced setback is not going to have any visual impacts on anyone on the lot next door. This is the site sketch prepared by the applicant, again, just showing the house and showing that shed 25 feet off the rear lot line. And just some photos. So here we are looking west towards the house in the 1.5 garage. And we're looking northwest here, just showing the fields in the back. And this this photo basically shows the garage would be located back here where the Horsts have some things stored in the lawn area, as you can see. And the last photo is again looking northwest. And the Conservation Authority permit was included in the package along with the report. So staff have reviewed the application in accordance with the 4 tests of minor variance. We have no objection to the application and recommend approval, subject to the conditions as outlined in the staff report. I'd be happy to answer any questions committee may have. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Adam. Are there any questions from committee members? Seeing no questions, the committee will now consider a motion regarding the application. So we have a motion that the Township of of Perth East Committee of Adjustment approved minor variance A08-2021-PE submitted by Julie Horst for the lands known municipally as 4712 Road 106, subject to the following conditions: that the minor variance only applies to the proposed accessory structure consistent with the application drawing. And number 2, that the owners obtain the necessary building permit within 2 years of the approval of the minor variance. We have a mover and a seconder. Moved by Daryl. Second by Andrew. Any more comments or questions? All in favor? Carried. I declare this virtual public hearing closed. Okay, thanks again, Adam. Good to see you.
Yep. Thank you, your worship, members of council, and have a good evening.
Okay, so we are moving on. So we have no reports from planning. We have one from the CAO, and that's a Perth County Connect Community Transit Bus Stop Agreement. Teresa, the floor is yours.
Okay, thanks very much. So this is good news regarding the stop in Shakespeare. So the agreement is actually with the city of Stratford, hoping that following approval by council regarding this and the signing that the stop will be put up at the Shakespeare Optimist. And then, of course, regarding the route and media campaign with this will be happening in the very near future. So it's good news.
Questions for Teresa on this? Seeing no questions, we have a motion that the Council of the Township of Perth East receive the PC Connect Transit Bus Stop Agreement report prepared by the CAO dated November 16, 2021 for information, and that Council approve giving 3 readings to bylaw 63-2021, being a bylaw to enter into a bus stop access agreement with the City of Stratford for a stop within Shakespeare at the Shakespeare Optimist Hall. Moved by Jerry.
Shouldn't we let Andrew move this one? No, this is very good, and I think Andrew for sure was a great help in getting this going. So I'll move it. Sure.
Okay, thanks, Jerry. Andrew, do you want to second it? Second by Andrew. Comments or questions? Hugh?
On this, is that like the rest of the Connect that the county runs? Is this conditional on the fact that they're getting money from the province to run this? Like, is it the same type of deal that we have at the county, like what they do? Okay, nope, that's fine. I
Yes.
just wanted to make sure it was the same one.
Yeah, and this is actually with the City of Stratford route. So just in terms of the mapping for council's information, we'll basically travel from St. Mary's to Stratford to Shakespeare, and as far as Conestoga Mall. And it will run,
thank you.
what I have is for 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else? Comments or questions? All in favor? Carried. Anything else, Teresa?
Nope, that's all. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, we have no reports from the clerk, nothing from finance, nothing from public works, nothing from building. Recreation Community Services, we do have a report, Canada Community Revitalization Fund. Becky, the floor is yours.
Thank you. So council is aware that we had applied for a grant from the Canada Community Revitalization. I received a phone call from them asking for confirmation of the municipal's portion of the grant. When I had applied for the grant, I just said pending. I hadn't confirmed that council was providing funding. In order for the grant to proceed further for approval, we have to approve or not approve our portion of the funding, which is the 25% of the total project. So the $250,000 is what we'd be getting from the government's for this project, and our portion, the township's portion, would be 83,257. We have money in the park reserves and would recommend that we take it from there. If there's any questions, I can be sure to help you out.
Okay, thanks, Becky. Any questions for Becky? Hugh?
Becky, is that the old abandoned highway that comes out beside Gosho's farm there? Is that what we're talking about?
No, it's down further. It's unused road allowance. Is that,
Oh, okay. No,
yeah,
because the one beside Gosho's, I thought that was an unused road allowance too there that went all the
or
way
do I have
through.
that, do I have that wrong, Wes?
I think Wes wants to help us out.
Yeah,
That's exactly where it comes out. It's beside
Okay.
Andy Gosho's farm there. It's Road
Oh.
129.
Yep. Is there any problem though where it crosses the old railway track back there? Did they ever get that sorted out, like who owns what there? Like would there be any problem like where it would be crossing there?
No, we own that now.
Oh, okay. Nope, that's fine. I didn't know. Thanks, Wes.
Okay, Jerry?
I know that's with all the activities that the project's going to have there. I was just thinking it was just going to be paving it, but yeah, to get the benches and the garbage and the trees and all the clearing. So I think this is a great use of our monies, as well as from the Fed Dev grant. So if there's no other concerns or questions, I could move this, Mayor Agates.
Okay, anybody else questions? Seeing no questions, the Council of Township of Perth East received the Canada Community Revitalization Fund report prepared by the Recreation and Community Services Manager dated November 16, 2021 for information, and that Council approved the funding of $83,257 towards a trail project from the Parkland Reserves should the grant application be approved by Canada Community Revitalization Fund. And Jerry's going to move that. Do we have a seconder? Amanda? Any more comments or questions? Jerry?
Just a quick one then for Manager Westman. Do we have a timeline when that's going to be done?
oh, I'm already on mute, sorry. Yes, we do. And I don't have it in front of me because I can't access the information, but I think it's 2023 that has to be completed.
Okay, and again, it's pending approval. We still have to be approved.
Correct,
Thank
yes.
you.
Okay, anyone else with questions? All in favor? Carried. Okay, anything else, Becky?
No, that's all, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, nothing from fire. We do have one item of correspondence from Barry Nowak, and that's in regards to the Shakespeare Men's Club, who's going to put on the Shakespeare Santa Claus Parade. What do you wish to do with their correspondence? Approve it? I do have a motion. Do you want me to read the motion? And then I guess you can tell me what you want to do. Okay. Council of the Township of Perth East received the correspondence from Barry Nowak. The Shakespeare Men's Club received November 8, 2021 regarding requests for temporary road closure for the 2021 Shakespeare Santa Claus Parade for information. And that council approved the route for the Santa Claus Parade beginning at the Shakespeare Community Center on Galt Street, north to William Street, east over 107 to Byron Street, south to Andrew Street, west over 107 to Treshelle Street, north to Fraser Street, west to Galt Street, and ending at the Shakespeare Community Center on Saturday, December 11, 2021, starting at 1 p.m. Ensuring health guidelines and protocols are in place in order to accommodate a parade sponsored by the Shakespeare Men's Club, and that the event organizers provide sufficient volunteers necessary to control detoured/rerouted traffic, and that the certificate of insurance state that the corporation of the Township of Perth East and the County of Perth be added as additional insured, but only with respects to their interest in the operation of the named insured. Andrew, are you moving it? Moved by Andrew. Second by Amanda. Comments or questions? All in favor? Carried. Okay, we're down to council committees and reports. So from the Perth County Council, today we found out that we've hired a planner, and his name is Andre Darmanin. He's going to start November 22nd, and his job is Andre. I'm sorry pronunciation. Anyway, he's going to work on the official plan. So council is trying to get the official plan done. We're hoping by the end of 2022 that the official plan is done, and this planner, this is going to be their sole job to do it. And also at the last meeting, we had declaration of who wants to run for warden and deputy warden, and Jim Aitchison has put his name forward to run as the warden, and I have put my name forward again to be the deputy warden for 2022. So, okay, other Daryl?
I'll just chime in there a little bit, Rhonda, too. You touched on the official plan, not overriding you. Anyways, it's just a little, the second component, of course, the official plan is always, since we've done council, is the natural heritage study, and it's very contentious. So we found out last council meeting, basically there's over 2,000 properties that are affected by the new potential natural heritage. It's a lot. So this is why we've hired this planner to focus and key in, and it looks like, and it's going to happen postcard style. Those are going out for the affected properties and everything. So it's nice to see the county's doing a good job of taking it serious, and it's a little slower, of course, but it's what needs to be done. It's interesting. We're in quite a predicament with what the province and legislation has us tied with this natural heritage study, but they are handling it well, I would say, in a very professional manner. So, no, thanks.
Oh, thanks, Daryl, for adding that. Is there anything else that you or Hugh think we missed from County Council? No, I can't think of anything. I know there'll be a report coming out probably in our agenda, but thanks, Daryl, for adding that. That is very important. Jerry?
3 reports from committees and boards. The library board, we've had one budget meeting. Our org reviews underway. We've got, I was still looking for a board member as well. So pass the word around. As far as the Melbourne Business Association, they're having their upcoming Christmas on Main, which starts on Friday. It's the 19th, 27th, a few extra days this year. So that's some signage around the area for that. And also tomorrow is the annual Perth County Municipal Association meeting. That starts at about 8:45, I believe, 8:30, 8:45. So I hope there's a number of us that are registered for that. Who's ever going to be attending, I will see your faces, maybe your names on the screen tomorrow morning. It's a good program planned for the morning. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Jerry. Anyone else with announcements? No. Okay, so we need a motion to receive the verbal reports by members of council. Moved by Jeremy. Second by Andrew. All in favor? Carried. Okay, so we have first and second readings of bylaws. We have bylaw 63, 2021 being a bylaw entering into agreement with the Corporation of City of Stratford, and this is for PC Connect. And the second bylaw is a provisional bylaw 115-2021, a bylaw to provide for drainage works known as Myers Municipal Drain 2021. So we need a mover and a seconder for those 2 bylaws. We read it first and second time. Moved by Hugh. Second by Jerry. All in favor? Carried. Okay, and then we have a bylaw for third reading, and it's bylaw 63-2021, a bylaw to authorize entering an agreement with the City of Stratford with the PC Connect transit bus stop agreement. And it be read a third and a final time. So moved by Hugh. Second by Andrew. All in favor? Carried. Okay, we do have need for a closed session. So with your permission, I'll move that down in the agenda so we can do the other parts of the agenda. So are there any notice of motions? Any new business? Any announcements? No, okay. So we do need to go into closed session. So I'll read that, what we're going to do. The regular meeting of council, the Township of Perth East, be temporarily adjourned at 7:37 p.m. to permit the holding of a meeting in closed session for the purpose of personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees, regarding a human resources matter, the security of property of the municipality or local board regarding corporate property, and advice that is subject to solicitor-client privilege, including communications necessary for that purpose, human resources, and corporate property. So we need a mover and a seconder to go into close. Moved by Hugh, second by Amanda. All in favor? Carried. Okay, thanks everyone else. It's great to see you again. Stay safe, and we'll probably won't see you till December. Some of you, I might talk to you before then. I might stop in the office at the end of the week. So anyway, great seeing you, and everyone else, if you could please go on to the other Zoom link and we'll carry on.
Maybe a 3-minute break, Rhonda.
Sure. Yep, Daryl.
Just-
Okay. So let's come back at 7:45. How's that?
Sure.
Okay, good. Okay. That's good, because then I can find. Can we be put so I can see everybody? Oh, there we go. Two, three, four, five, six. Let me see. Okay, we'll just give Jeremy a second here. Maybe.
Possibly younger people don't understand technology.
Too many choices, I guess. I think we'll move on. Jeremy hopefully can join us here in a couple seconds. So we have a motion that the Council of the Township of Perth East direct staff to prepare a draft policy for the postings of YouTube meetings. We have a mover and a seconder for that. Moved by Hugh. Second by Carol. All in favor? Carried. Okay, then we have a motion that the bylaw number 64, 2021, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council of the Township of Perth East at its regular meeting held on September 16, 2021, be read a first, second, and third time. Moved by Jerry. Second by Hugh. All in favor? Carried. And the last item is that the meeting of the council be adjourned at 9:46. Moved by Amanda. Second by Andrew. All in favor?